Hello, welcome to your weekly Soulprint Pick Your Crystal reading. This is for the week of October 1st through the 7th. Happy October, I guess. My goodness. All right. Today we have these three crystals. We're starting with this blue-black. I'm just going to call it blue. Okay. This is, I'm pretty sure, cornelian, but we're just calling it orange. And rose quartz and pink. So take a moment. As you know, you might be attracted to one, two, or even all three of the crystals. Thank you very, very much for being here. Select your crystal. And let's get started. Alrighty, for the blue crystal, what do we have going on here? Four swords, Seven of Cups, the Chariot, and the Nine of Cups. All right, people who chose this blue crystal, I suggest you buckle up. Okay, so the Four of Swords is about, kind of hanging on. It could be about having not been feeling well. It could be the need for some rest, some recovery. Perhaps you're just overtired, overstressed. But this is a card kind of about slowing down, resting, taking it easy. Because it's in this position, it feels as if that is almost like something that you have been doing or you kind of are in the middle of. Hopefully, when your body sent out signals that it needed this rest, you gave it to it. Now, the Seven of Cups is interesting because it's about feeling very often, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you have too much to do, feeling like there's too much pulling at you. Sometimes it's referred to as the illusions and delusions card, but mostly it's about having a lot of options and not kind of knowing what to pick or what direction to go in. So this very definitely feels like it feels almost like two readings, right? You've got these two over here and these two over here and that in the middle. So this is either where you currently are or have just exited this period of time of being overwhelmed, being exhausted, being tired, really feeling like you need some rest, some downtime. I hope you have been able to do that because along comes the Chariot, and the Chariot is going to move things along very, very quickly. It is going to create perhaps even a little bit of chaos that feels it's like uncontrollable. But understand it is very much, within your control. It's about how you choose to handle the sort of flurry of activity, if you will. What's so intriguing is you come to the Nine of Cups. Now, the Nine of Cups, as we all know, is that ultimate wish card. This is about manifesting what you want, not selling yourself short, not compromising, recognizing that none of us get every single thing we wish for, but understanding that unless we make the wish, it's not likely to happen at all, or certainly not in any significant way. So, is it possible that maybe you've been through there's been a lot on your plate, perhaps you're feeling really stressed, and maybe now you're just getting to a place where after kind of the crazy, you want to just kick back, you want to relax, and maybe you have actually, through all of this activity, manifested what it is you wanted to have. This is your wish card. It brings you to a sense of happiness, a sense of peace, of joy, of recognizing that you have the ability to draw to you that which you desire. If you're in this state, please Take the time to be kind to yourself. It's important when you're feeling low energy, and part of it could just even be things like a season shift and change. Maybe there's a lot on your plate. Maybe, there's a lot of things that you need to do. Just slow down, take a step back, and just allow yourself a slower pace, allow yourself to get the rest you need so that you can move forward. Because once things start picking up, they're going to pick up very, very quickly. And so now you have your Nine of Cups. An example that comes to mind, and it is just an example, but this almost feels like perhaps you were moving or making some transition in your life. Maybe you were changing jobs, or maybe, you were changing residences, something like that. And there is just this period of I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I need to sort out what I'm doing, there's too many choices, etc. But then you start moving forward. So if this is a move, this is you being really drained from the packing, from the moving, from trying to get everything sorted out. And the chariot would represent literally like the boxes arriving, the furniture arriving, everything needing to get unpacked, it becoming very, very busy. And the Nine of Cups would literally represent sitting down and going, done. I'm in my brand new home. I love it here. It looks the way I wanted it to look. I'm happy and content. That's the kind of energy. So, however this applies to you, remember that from this time of rest, it is important because you've got some big goings on coming down the road for you. So make sure that you get the rest you need, and make sure that you don't overwhelm yourself with all of the options. Okay, and let's look at this orange crystal. Here we go. We have the Three of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Hangman, and the Seven of Wands. An interesting grouping of combinations. So, the Three of Cups is about, generally speaking, it's about happy times. It's about celebrations. It can be birthdays, anniversary, wedding announcements. It tends to circles around family and friends. It's that kind of an energy. Now, the Page of Wands is talking about good news coming. Very often it can be work related. Wands, don't forget, are about actions. It's about words. It's about things moving forward. But there is a cautionary note here that despite the excitement of whatever this is, and again, this could be all kinds of things. You could be celebrating because you moved. You could be celebrating because you got a promotion. You could be celebrating because there is some sort of a significant event coming up. The Page of Wands is for sure bringing you good news, but the Hanging Man and the Seven of Wands are telling you to not rush ahead, to just take it easy, slow down, know that there could be some delays, or even that you may need to look at things from a slightly different perspective, look at things from a different point of view. And the Seven of Wands is about holding the high ground, but it's also about using your diplomacy. It is about, choosing, frankly, your words carefully. So this is a really interesting mix of cards, if you will, because on the one hand, you have this like really exciting good news, but on the other hand, there's this cautionary note to not rush off, to slow down, know that there could be some sort of a delay as a result of the news or something like that, but that it's important that you check things out from other perspectives and that you don't kind of rush in blindly, okay? And the Seven of Wands is reminding you to use your words carefully. You have the high ground, but in order to maintain it, you want to be careful with the things you say, the actions you take. They want you to be reflective, be careful. So, Maybe there is some sort of a family announcement that is really, really amazing good news, but for some reason, there is a decision to either delay the announcement more broadly or to take a moment to look at things from all perspectives and see maybe the best way to handle things going forward. And the Seven of Wands, again, as I said, this is about just using your words carefully and using diplomacy to get the results that you are looking for. Alrighty. And let's look at the pink quartz. Here we go. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Devil. Don't freak out. We have the Page of Swords, and we have the Six of Swords. Okay, now, the Page of Pentacles is about, the Ace of Pentacles is about, start of something, a successful venture. It can be an important document. It can be about a gift. It is the ultimate when it comes to, financial security. It is the ultimate when it comes to, it's sort of new beginnings, a jumping off point, that kind of thing. The Devil is interesting here because it is cautioning you to be mindful of this Ace of Pentacles and to not sort of be wasteful. Don't do things kind of backwards. Think about where you're spending your money. Be careful that you don't celebrate a little bit too enthusiastically. Sometimes when we get a gift of money or some sort of financial blessing comes our way, we just kind of think, great, this is all extra, this is gravy, I can do whatever I want with it, and that's true. But sometimes we're better off to slow down a little bit and to think carefully about how we want this to manifest and show itself. So remember, I always say that the word evil and devil, if you spell them backwards, it means live and lived. And so they're backwards, doing things like in not quite the right order or falling into some kind of it's kind of a trap that doesn't allow you to get the full experience. It sort of, you want to be very cautious, particularly because it's preceded by this Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Swords is here, and this is about, unfortunately, it's about a delay or disappointing news, something like that. And then the Six of Swords tells you that you're going to be moving into calming waters. Okay, so let's just say, for example, that there has been some sort of legal action going on. You have been waiting for money. You have been waiting for a government approval. You have been waiting for an insurance check, that kind of thing. So what they're saying is, be careful that you don't make plans and spend it before it's in your hand. Be cautious about how you are looking at your material wealth and possessions, and know that you want to move forward carefully. Understand that there could be delay, but ultimately you find yourself in a place where you actually are willing to move forward. So, I keep returning to the energy around like an insurance claim or something like that. Something went wrong. Something went wrong, and there was some sort of a mishap. It may have taken some time to get things straightened out so this money, this flow can come to you, but know that ultimately it's going to help you move from the place you're in to a place of happier and calmer waters and energy. Thank you so very much for being here. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye now.